February the 1st, Introduction. Traditionally, February is regarded as the nadir of winter. It can often start off stormy, and then, as it progresses, there may be calm periods with long, cold spells. For the Anglo-Saxons, it was Solmonath, or the sun month. The days lengthen rapidly, this being noticed more at the end of the day through the longer twilights. All Londoners applaud this change in day length, which is as much as 2¼ hours over the whole month. This all triggers a much anticipated surge of plant growth. Consequently, in 28 days, February can give us some of the worst days of winter, as well as some of the first days of spring. February fieldite, be it black, be it white, but if it be white, it's better to like. This well-known verse refers to February being a wet month, which is not particularly. It is the lack of warmth which results in water remaining on the ground that makes London clay heavier and more sticky to walk on. The countryside is largely colourless compared with most of the rest of the year. However, there is much bird activity, making reservoirs, lakes and the Thames estuary all good places to visit. The river is now full of gulls and wild ducks again. Parks are also good locations to see a little more colour, as the few plants in flower tend to be grown there for that particular purpose. Arboreta and other tree collections in parks and gardens are all also oases exhibiting a range of wild colours, especially in their barks, buds and branches. Wild crocuses were more common in February in the past due to lammas lands. These were fields which were closed to any grazing on Candlemas, that is February the 2nd, and not reopened until midsummer, when their hay would be cut. This meant that species such as wild crocuses got time to develop their seed and lay down new bulbs for the next year. As the practice died out, so sadly did the crocuses. Snow, although the most devastating, is also undoubtedly the most beautiful meteorological event of the year. St. Dorothea's Day, February the 6th, traditionally has the heaviest snowfall. The landscape becomes oddly silent when it is covered in deep snow, and tree shadows particularly noticeable. It is worth sparing a thought for the large number of birds that die in such conditions, and the many animals that are unable to feed themselves on such a bare landscape. Although February is described as the cruelest month of the year, by the end of the month buds will be opening, and more bulbs and even trees will have come into flower. The rate of change this month is largely governed by the amount of cold and light. Recently, warmer winters have meant that February is often showing signs of spring, much earlier than in the past. Yet a severe winter might still hold everything back for up to 2 or even 3 weeks.